Hello guys,
Hello everyone.
welcome back. We hope you had a nice week, guys. We had a quite good week here. Good news first, our car is running again.
Yay!
So again we are mobile. The other problems remain basically unsolved, but yeah, we are back home and everything is good. And we are now like having our anniversary, like 1 year living here off grid on our land. So yeah, I think it's time to have a look back because yeah, there have been a lot of challenges for us here in this time, and there still are lots of challenges. So yeah, we thought it would be very interesting, yeah, to look which challenges we faced, and yeah, how we managed. Some challenges we could overcome. Others are still like pending, are still challenging us. So yeah, I would say let's do that. So the first real challenge started already before we moved here, and it was like finding our piece of land. You already heard it probably quite a few times, so our budget is pretty limited, and it was from start. And so yeah, it was not too easy to find like our fitting land, and yeah, we had like the wish to live close to the ocean and to live in hot climate, so that made it also more difficult, of course. And we started our search in a different area. We started around Santa Marta, but there it was very difficult. Most of the properties were very expensive, too expensive for us. And yeah, the ones which were affordable were like yeah, very remote, like a lot more remote than our land now. So it was very difficult getting there, and mostly we saw some which were like 1 hour on foot walking, so that was not yeah, that was not really an option. So we already thought we have to bury our dream of living close to the ocean, and we went yeah, we went to other parts, also in the mountains we were looking, but we didn't find something fitting. And then like yeah, the ocean called us again, and we came here to Necoclí. At first we were looking like we were visiting some properties which were not so nice, but in the end we found like our little paradise, and yeah, here we are. So the biggest challenge over here, and probably it will be the one of the biggest challenges like forever, is the water situation. um, yeah, we don't have any natural water source here besides the rain, the water from the sky, so we have to harvest as much of it as possible. When we visited the land before buying it, they told us there and showed us some water holes and told us that that is like a natural water source. It never dries, and yeah, uh, it was probably a little naive, but we believed in that. So we came here pretty unprepared, and when we really arrived here on the first day, when we came here with our stuff to live here, basically we were completely dry. There was no water here. So yeah, at the beginning it was a very huge challenge for us. So what we had to do was uh, step by step get more ways to store water. We got more tanks, a lot more tanks also, thanks to the help of many nice people who helped us out in this. And of course we had to canalize the whole roof to harvest as much of the rainwater as we can. And well, like this, besides of the first period, when we got here, since we got the first real rains, we didn't have a real problem with the water anymore. But to tell the whole truth about it, it has been an unusual year. We completed now a full year, and it has been a very wet year. I think not every year will be like this with so much rain. So maybe we got a little bit lucky on that, and in the future it can be a lot more difficult. There will surely be drier years, and also years with a pretty extended dry period for like at least 3 or 4 months with no water falling from the sky. So we also have to be prepared for that, which is why we made, for example, yeah, this pond here, this little lake, but so far it's not holding the water, so we have to continue on this, of course. So this challenge we will face like forever here, I think, the water situation. But for now, yeah, in this moment, we feel like pretty comfortable with the water. What we achieved so far, I think it's quite good. Um, yeah, but as we said, we have to observe the situation, and each time like find more and better solutions. You can never have enough water, I would say. And also a thing we have to add is we are not watering any plants here on our land. They're like the baby plants in the nursery. Of course, this one we are giving them some water, but the rest we are not spending any water on this, simply because we want to have that reserve for us, because we never know what is going to happen, and we won't risk being low on water, and yeah, it won't rain for another month or two, and yeah, we just spend the water like on us, on our family, and on the animals, and nothing else. And of course, another challenge is our location. We are living pretty remotely, and well, for two reasons. First, because we decided to do so, because yeah, we want to live in nature, like far from all that noise and dirt and stuff. But also, like with the budget we had at hand, we had to go more remotely, because that's like the places you can still buy with low budget. All the rest is like way too expensive for us. But yeah, it brings quite some challenges. Like everything is far away. You can just say, oh, now let's get quickly go and get some, I don't know what, anything. Like also of course, like school, hospital, shops, everything is like far away. You need an hour or something to get there. Yeah, that's yeah, it's difficult, but really it's not a problem. You have to just maybe plan a little bit ahead. We don't want to go to the village like every day, every second day. No, we try to plan ahead, and only yeah, go a few times, and also connect that and go to the beach and stuff like that. But yeah, what's more of a problem is like the quality of the dirt road, which leads close to our house, because yeah, it's pretty bad. And this year, as we told you, it was a pretty wet year, but I think it's normal here. The road, when it rains, it gets very, very bad. And we don't have a car for like off-road driving or anything. We have a like more like a city car, because when we got here, it was like the cheapest car we could get. And also, since we wanted to travel around, it's a lot more a lot better to have like a city car than to have like one of these yeah, four-wheel drive, which yeah, at the budget we could buy a car. You could only get like a very old one of these. Now we would want to have one of these, but at that time not, because yeah, we had to travel like a large distance, and we didn't want to do that in a car like this. First, it's yeah, it's very expensive, and you never know if you yeah, maybe you have like a problem with the car, and you have to stop like in the middle of nowhere, which yeah, we didn't want to do that. So that's why we got that car. But in this moment, there are times in which we like for 3-4 days we can't leave in the car, because our car would simply not make it. And yeah, we had already like our experiences. we got stuck a few times, and yeah, just recently the car was parked completely for 2 weeks. So yeah, that's still a challenge, and we hope to yeah, make that better by changing the car. But it's not that easy. First, it's pretty difficult to sell our car, and that's well, that's necessary to buy another one. So yeah, we are working on that, but yeah, so far there's no solution. But to be honest, we are also not like yeah, it's not that urgent, because also now I think we should enter in dry season, and the road conditions should be like more or less stable for a few months. So yeah, it's not that urgent now. Doesn't have to be solved now. So while we are watching the butterflies here dancing around, or not anymore, we are talking about another challenge we are facing here. Well, if you've seen other videos of us, you know we are not doing this alone, the two of us, but we have also 3 children and 3 little children. So yeah, that's also a challenge, living remotely and living off-grid with 3 children. Well, they enjoy a lot living in nature, having so much contact with nature, with the animals, having their own animals. It's amazing for them. They have been learning so much, so it has a lot of positive sides. Also, they are hardly ever sick compared to our life in Germany. They don't get sick. They don't really get sick. Yeah, also we are eating very healthy, and yeah, I think it's a very healthy life, but there are downsides, like the closest school is like, yeah, it's very bad education, and also half of the time the teacher doesn't show up. So yeah, for us the only reason to send the kids is like to socialize, not for the education, because at home we can give them better education, more education in less time. Yeah, and that's another downside. It's very difficult here for the kids to make friends, because we are always the strangers. Also, we are half Colombian family, but it doesn't matter. We are not from here. Yeah, we are talking different. We are looking different. Yeah, we are like from completely from another world, and yeah, nobody understands what we are doing here. Um, yeah, so that's always pretty difficult. So yeah, these points are like yeah, our concerns definitely for the kids, because we want them to have a good education. So we are doing homeschooling, but yeah, it's pretty difficult, to be honest. It's like, well, at the moment it's just Paulina, our biggest, who is like doing school, and yeah, I would say she's like at the point where she has to be at her age, in some matters even advanced. But yeah, it's very difficult. She doesn't have too much motivation to do the homeschooling, and yeah, there's so many distractions here. It's very difficult also because she's the only one who has to sit there and do the schoolwork. That's also not helping. So at this moment we are struggling, to be honest. um, yeah, one option would be take her to the village school, but it would completely like yeah, we don't like that option very much, because it means we have to spend a lot of time, all of us, like getting her there, getting her back, a remote location and all. Yeah, so in this moment we have to take like a big decision, and decide how are we going to continue with that. Yeah, that's at the moment one of our biggest challenges, because right now we don't really know what to do, how to continue. So that leads us to next challenge. We already showed you. Yeah, we are in the midst of nature here, and of course there are lots of animals living here. And yeah, that on one side, of course, that's like the reason why we are here. We want to live that way. And of course, you can't just choose. I want all the beautiful animals, and the other ones not around. So yeah, there's also a lot of animals around, which yeah, which pose like a challenge to us. First of all, of course, there's the mosquitoes. They're all year round, and that's something very annoying, a challenge. Yeah, I don't know how to overcome it, to be honest. It's yeah, as soon as the sun is going down, they are eating you alive, and there's not really anything to do about it. Like the repellents, it's not working. We tried a lot of them, and it's not working. So yeah, we just somehow have to live with it. Although it's very hot, we like at 5 in the afternoon, we are putting on long sleeves because you have to. Otherwise, they eat you. And even with that, they bite you through your clothes. But it's better with long sleeves. It's a lot better. Yeah, the ventilator, the air is helping a little bit, but also it's just yeah, yeah, it's not making too much of a difference. Yeah, but after this negative one, to come with the nice ones, there are so many beautiful birds here. It's amazing. Yeah, you can just sit down like in the morning, in the afternoon, and watch the birds. It's so amazing. We would like to share more, but we just have a cell phone, no real camera, and it's very difficult to get real pictures or videos of them in good quality. So that's very difficult. Also, the butterfly. There's so many insects, amazing insects, like so crazy looking insects. Like still 1 year, but still like each time we discover so much new stuff. That's amazing. There's so many lizards and geckos around, which are also amazing. Like when we talk about birds, here are the macaws, which are such amazing birds. They're like, yeah, and they pass by like almost every day, and you can hear them from far, and it's still it's so nice. And yeah, what's very sad is we saw some monkeys like the titis, and yeah, they are all endangered of extinction. They're also this I don't know the real name now in English, but the no say screaming monkeys, yelling monkeys, maybe. The ones which are in the morning screaming a lot, which are also endangered species, and they used to live here as well. But since everywhere they are taking down so much forest. Yeah, we saw the TTs once. The other ones at the beginning, and Jules said she heard them once, and yeah, unfortunately that's it. And yeah, for the future we are very yeah somehow a little bit pessimistic, because I don't see how this dynamic here is changing. There's no real protection of anything, which makes it very difficult. And also it's very difficult to blame like the small campesinos which have a small land, because what can they really do? It's more like the people which own a lot of land, and yeah, it's very difficult. There's yeah, that's something which makes us somewhat sad looking into the future, because also we had a dream that we make a paradise here, and we make a lot of the animals come back. But yeah, 1 hectare is not much. If you look at the monkeys, for example, they need a lot of space. They need a lot of space.
Yeah,
and
the little ones need
like 15 hectare per family.
for family.
Family of 5, 6, 7 monkeys. So yeah, we can't offer too much. And so yeah, we don't really know what will happen to this. Maybe at some point the minds here will change as well. But also here still so many people are eating wild animals as well, which also is a problem. And yeah, and besides the beauty, there are also like dangerous animals. There are lots of snakes here. Most of them are like just tree snakes or harmless snakes, but there are some poisonous snakes like the vipers. And yeah, we had them visiting us even in our house, but luckily there didn't happen anything. And yeah, you just have to be careful, I think, respect these animals, and you are fine. Also here, well, everything is pretty bad, but I think when it comes to a snake bite here, they can help you pretty good. They have antidotes like close by, so that is pretty good. Yeah, I had my share of contacts with the with the animals, like spiders, which is very very unpleasant. There are some caterpillars. There's so many of them, and also amazing. But there are a lot of caterpillars which are also touching them is not fun. My biggest enemy, I would say, are the wasps. They make nests everywhere, and just working, I always encounter nests, and I had many stings already, but yeah, nothing too serious either. And there are lots of predators here, um, which leads us like to our next challenge we have here. Of course, we also want to raise our animals. We want have chickens. We had ducks as well, but yeah, we stopped that project because they got eaten as well. So we lost already a lot of chickens because our idea was that of course, we have the chickens free ranging around our land, like they should do. In our opinion, that's for us the best way to have chickens. But yeah,
And many farmers have the chickens free.
yeah. But what they are doing is they just they uh, take down all the forest around, so the predators don't have like any way to come close to the chickens, because there's no more like natural places where to hide, where to sneak onto the prey. So that's like the way you can have the chickens run freely if you kill nature. But that's also not the idea, because nature also provides them with the food. So yeah, we started having them free range, and bit by bit we lost many. It says one a day, two a day, and but almost every day there's one less.
Wild hounds,
There are wild dogs.
wild dogs,
There are like which look like foxes. There are wild cats.
wild cats.
There are birds of prey. There are like opossums which also eat chickens. Yeah, we had like all of it, and we lost many chickens. So we decided again to make a big pen where we can have them, and but there we have the challenge. We have to buy a lot of food, and our budget is very low. So we did that, and then at some point we decided again, okay, no, we are spending so much on food, we can't afford that. We are going to let them free range again, and it started all over. We lost so many, like in just 1 week we almost lost half of our chickens to predators, and we couldn't do that, because we would be without chickens now. So again, we have them inside the pen, and now we have less, so also we have to spend less on food, of course, but we want to have more chickens. So also we received very nice help of you guys to feed our chickens, which was very nice. We tried to discover like other ways to feed them, like resources we have here. But also our chickens are very picky. Like they don't stuff you read. Chickens eat that, chickens eat this, and we bring it all to them. We collect it around our land. We bring it to them, and in the end of the day, they don't eat it. They don't touch it, nothing. And the funny thing is, if we let them out of the pen, all the stuff which we are giving them, and they won't eat inside the pen, when they leave the pen, all of it they eat it. So it's pretty difficult. It's a challenge, but in this moment it's working quite good. We are not losing any chickens, and I think they have their boundaries, of course. They have their fence, but to us, they seem happy. They have a lot of space,
eggs.
and finally we have our own eggs, a few, but we have. And also we could already enjoy some homegrown meat, chicken meat. So I think this is quite nice progress. And we have to wait and see. In this moment it's working quite good, so I don't think we are going to change up things anymore. But we have to see what the future will bring on that. So Yeah, we talked a lot about it, but yeah, also one of the biggest challenges we are having is like the money, how to how to make it possible to live this way. And yeah, at times it's very challenging. It's like a little bit of a struggle, to be honest. Yeah, coming here we had like savings, and we made como like calculations and all, but yeah, yeah it didn't come as we were planning. Like also the search for our land took longer than we expected. So in this we already had to spend more money, and within this year here, so many things got so much more expensive, and like the things that you need almost daily. So yeah, everything got so much more expensive this year. So yeah, the our savings like melted away so much faster than we anticipated. We expected to have a lot bigger window. Um, so yeah, luckily we have like already here some produce of our land that we can sell. Also, like yeah, there's already a lot of food growing here, and we started on other things like making our own flour and stuff like that, which saves us a lot of money. But yeah, in general, it definitely is a complicated issue, of course. Um, yeah, we have different ideas on what to do. We have been selling our produce now also directly to the customers, and not with another person in between, so we can get more of this. And yeah, what's missing is that we have been planting so much, and we expect to like things like avocado, cocoa, stuff like
Many
this,
fruits.
many fruits, and we've been planting so much it will be impossible for us to eat. And what is our idea is like make like a fruit vegetable basket, and find like a certain quantity of people which is interested to buy organically produced fruits and vegetables, and we will sell this like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and deliver it directly to the door. So that's but yeah, that's still in the future, because all that stuff is still growing. It will take its time, and in the meantime we have to make like side hustles, and look how to make it to that point. Also, with 3 little children, of course they also have their desires, of course. So we also want to fulfill them some of their wishes, of course. So yeah, it's always like a little bit of a struggle, right? Yeah. So of course, if you enjoy our content and like what we are doing and want to support us, it's always nice, and you can buy us a virtual coffee. But that's not necessary. We are also always so happy. We receive so many nice messages, and for us that's also a great motivation to do this. So we are very happy about any kind of support. It doesn't have to be like financially. Of course, if you like our project and you can, we are very grateful for that. But we are also the same way happy about nice messages to encourage us. So yeah, it doesn't really matter, but it helps us a lot with our challenges here, receiving such nice feedback always. So on this in this occasion also, we should use that to thank all of you for just being around, following us, and giving us a motivation. We this year it was not all perfect. We have been like in a hole, and the messages, all the support we received really helped us to get out of there. We were like very very down, and yeah, that helped us so much. So yeah, that's amazing. We thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And yeah, we hope you can excuse us that this video is again like very raw. We just have the cell phone. We can't really edit anything, or yeah. But since it's our anniversary, we really wanted to like look back and talk about that, and yeah, share that with you. And we hope you like that. Well, to conclude all of that, there have been lots of challenges, but also there have been so many rewards for us, like all the animals we discover, like all these first times, like first time our harvesting pineapple and eating it's like something undescribable. It's yeah, having our first own mango harvest. Yeah, there's so many things which will stay up here
Forever, yeah.
forever. Yeah, not everything is working out, but we can see so much progress already, and we completely feel like home here. Also, as we said, yeah, it's the difficulty with the schooling and stuff like that. But also the kids, they are living so healthy here, and yeah, they are playing in the dirt all day. But yeah, like that's what we wanted for them, to be honest. But still, the stuff with the education, yeah, that's really something which yeah, we are so completely unsure what to do about it, because also we don't want to like yeah, risk the future chances of our kids for our dream. I mean, they also are enjoying this here a lot. They love it here, but also they are 4, 6, and 8 years old. They can't really yeah, they can't really evaluate the situation. They don't understand if they not have a proper education now. It maybe will close some roads for them in the future. But we understand it, and yeah, we have to consider this as well.
And here it's too difficult to have friends,
Yeah, and
to play with other kids.
luckily there are 3 kids. They are not lonely, of course, and they also have us. There are also kids around, but as we told you, it's very difficult to like they are playing with them on occasion, of course, but it's not like it's very difficult to make it a real friendship. So I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, that's pretty difficult, obviously. Yeah, also for us, it's very very difficult. We're having very nice neighbors. We're having great relationships with them, but it's far from saying like they are our friends. Also for us, it's very difficult to find friends. Like yeah, like these topics we in between us we discuss. Also here you can, for example, you can't discuss politics or anything like that, and we try to talk like everyone is using herbicides, pesticides, and we try to talk about that. And yeah, they don't want to argue, they don't want to discuss. They tell you, yeah, you're right, this is bad, this is poison, but next day they are using it again anyways. So yeah, it's pretty difficult for us. We have like completely different ideas on how to live, how to grow food,
How to manage the land.
yeah, how to manage the land, and yeah, we think they are doing it very bad. Not all, of course. They are doing that. It's working for them. We don't want to criticize them. No, I don't want to insult no one, of course. Also, they learned it from being a kid that you
This
do
is
this.
the way.
This is the way. Yeah. Also, a lot of this information also is coming from the government, from government institutions, which show them how to run agriculture business. And in these workshops they are giving these poisons, it's always part of it.
It's the first part, yeah.
they tell you you can't do it without it. So yeah, basically it's not even their fault. It's like the things, like the propaganda they are giving them here also. Yeah, but it's very difficult here. Here, like making real friends, as you imagine, like a friend you can talk about everything, and yeah, also someone you can completely rely on, for example. It's difficult. Anyway, we didn't want it to make this so long. uh, anyway, we told you already, if you want to support our project, you like our content, check our video description. You can buy us a coffee, or you can just leave us a like. You should do that anyway. Leave us a like, maybe leave us a nice comment. If you don't like to make public comments, you can also leave us just a message, a private message. If you want to do that. Yeah, as we told you, we are always so happy about feedback. Also, like yeah, if something like constructive, like yeah, to give us some ideas, some food for thought, like yeah, some ideas what maybe we can consider or something. We are always also very grateful for that. I don't tell you we will, if you give us some advice, I don't tell you we are going to do it that way, but we are going to consider it anyway. So yeah, we hope we can solve like our technical issues, and maybe make some different kind of video soon, but to be honest, it's looking pretty bad. Yeah, seems like for now we are going to make videos like that. We also try to give you a lot of shots of like what's going on around here during the week, and yeah, next video probably will be a tour in our food forest. Like, since we are now 1 year here, I think it's also about time again. I'm not sure if it will be like next weekend, or yeah, we will see about that. But yeah, you will notice for sure. And yeah, then I hope we are going to see you soon, and have a nice time. Bye bye.
Bye.